Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off with a little bit of a question. As I did quite a lot of country roads in the last video, I come across this tractor up here and I need to ask a question. There it is, there's the tractor. Can you notice something on it? Yeah, it's got L plates on it. Obviously there's only one seat in a tractor. Surely he's not allowed to drive on the main road in a tractor, being a learner. He might not be the learner in there, but what's the point of having L plates on a tractor when you're generally on private property when you drive tractors anyway? So I don't understand that one. Please let us know in the comments down below. I am confused. I know it don't take a lot to confuse me, but I'm a little bit confused with that one. Obviously it's allowed to be on the road. It's got a number plate on there and I presume all the proper paperwork, but as a learner, surely not. So you probably know this road already if you're a regular viewer of this channel, and you know that we are coming to that roundabout where I don't think I go past this without something happening that shouldn't happen. Well, I'm going to pause it in a second and you tell me which one of them is in the right. Which one of these is correct? Or are they all bloody wrong? They're all stupid, that's for sure. Yeah, not one of them I think takes that correctly. And not even this guy, because I've got priority over him and he's going over the top of the roundabout, obviously. Yeah, it's that roundabout. I don't know what it is about this roundabout. So in this clip, it's just your usual cyclist, doesn't use the road properly and then doesn't use the crossing properly. But whatever gets them across it without stopping at that red light, that'll do for them. Avoiding the red light. You know when you go out at night or you're on a bus or a train or something and someone's looking at you as though you've got a bogey hanging down from your nose or something and looks at you a bit weird. Well, this is this clip. I'm dropping my customer off here. This is where she wants to get dropped off. Now, I've never been here before and I'm just going to do exactly what that car is doing next to me there. I'm just going to go out the same way I came in, drive into here and reverse out. Not a problem. It's when I get to the gate, this guy is driving in exactly the same way I did, and the look he gives me as if, what the fuck are you doing in my building's car park? Or maybe I did have a bogey coming down from my nose. I mean, what's that? In his sunglasses that matches his car. What a prat. What are you looking at me like that for? Like I'm doing something wrong. It's kind of weird. So in this clip, it's all about the British workforce again. Coming up, we've got roadworks. Well, I say roadworks, we've just got temporary lights with fuck all going on. Apart from a guy sitting in the roadworks in his car with his high vis on. There he is, working really hard. Now, the time is 24 minutes past 9. What time do you start work in the morning? What time do you finish? Part 2 of this clip is coming up just after we finish at Epsom train station. This is one way, by the way, and there's some buses parked on the left hand side, and just in front of the bus there is a taxi rank where that taxi there is. Now there's a van in that taxi rank which they do not like anyone being in their taxi ranks. There it is. Now that guy is a removals van, so he's obviously removing something from these buildings, so where else is he going to bloody park basically? But there is space in front of that van. The taxi driver obviously can't see it. And this van right in front of me wants that space where that taxi is. Eventually, after some bibbing and all that sort of stuff, the taxi moves on. Now I've got this bus to my left hand side that's indicating to come out. I am prepared to wait for him, which is why I'm holding back here. But when this van actually moves into the space that the taxi eventually gets out of and goes round the other side of that van in front of him, it shows no sign of wanting to come out. So I move on and I come up to the taxi in a minute. You just see on the left hand side there, the taxi's just moved out after everyone bibbing him and letting him know that there's space in front of the other van. So I'm waiting here for a bus a little bit. Shows no real urgency to get out, plus that van in front is actually reversing up to him. So yeah, it's not the best. But this taxi driver now, a professional driver, he looks as though he's never reversed a car or van or anything in his life. I mean, look at that. That is terrible. I mean, you're steering the wrong way. Look, and that hand out there saying you got enough room there, haven't you? And it's like, well, just about, but the bus behind me ain't going to get through that gap. You're going to have to move a bit more. Awful. With the turning circle on them cabs, he should be able to get in there, no bother. And I tell you what, he left it like that. That is him finished. That is him parked. Awful driving from a professional driver. So, part 2 of the roadworks. When I say works, it's just temporary lights. Works is no, it doesn't work. Works, no, that's I could get done for Trades Description Act of calling it work, couldn't I, or something? What would you get done for? Because there is no work being done. The guy is still sitting in his car, and what's the time now? It's 9:33 and he's still sitting in the car. But he has got his eye-vis on, so he's following the right rules and everything else. And people say, leave him alone. Well, the thing is, you only notice this sort of stuff if you're self-employed and you're stuck in traffic all day when these arseholes are sitting around doing fuck all. Now we've gone back to Epsom for this one, and you can just about see a red man there, and you can just about see to the right hand side Dumber and Dumber just about to cross the road. I can see the red man from over here at an angle. They're right in front of it, but they still cannot see it. What are they looking at? I can see the red man there. Why can't they? And again, if you knew how badly phased these traffic lights are for cars, you would know why I'm moaning. Now another regular roundabout that's on the channel is this one in Kingswood. I see so many people go through this red light. I'll point out the red light when it does go red in a second. There it is. You can see it just red there, and then you see the van go through it. Now to the right hand side there is another set of traffic lights, and he would have gone through a very late amber or even another red to get to here, to another red. Interesting number plate. Now we'll follow this van for a bit because we got another car to our right hand side with a very unusual number plate again. But the van, for some reason, I do not know why, blocks this Mini off. There's 3 lanes coming up. There's 2 lanes here, but then it goes into 3 lanes, and he purposely goes out to the outside lane to stop that Mini overtaking. I do not know why. Probably because it goes back into 2 lanes, but at least be overtaking something if you're going to pull out to the right hand side, which he never does. He never overtakes this car to the left hand side. He's another one of these hoverers, these floaters that just hang about there. A real pain in the arse, them drivers that just hang around on your wing. Go past or sit behind or fuck off. So we're on the Mad Mile. I'm in the outside lane, and because I'm in the outside lane, I will be overtaking things. That is what you're supposed to use the outside lane for. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Doesn't really matter how fast you overtake them to a certain extent, but as long as you're overtaking. I'm also turning right at the roundabout down the bottom here, and most of you will know by now, most of you regulars that watch the channel, the left goes left, the right goes right. I'm not singing the song. So around about now, you should be thinking about getting into your correct lane. There's the countdown timer. And it's not long before the roundabout. So you should be in your correct lane now, really. So as we come further down the road, there's number 2 marker there, and then we get number 1, and we are turning right, and everyone else is turning left, you would think, wouldn't you? But J-Star, what a star, what an absolute star he is, isn't. he's actually turning right from the left hand only lane. Now for me it's got all the signs of someone using a mobile phone. To get the lane that wrong, to go over the hatch markings here, and when he comes round the bend here, he loses control of the vehicle a bit and actually almost goes off into the bushes. He pulls it back, and to me that's just got all the signs of someone using a phone, or they've never driven a van before or got a driving licence at all. Now guess what's in front of me? Oh yes, the good old British workforce and their temporary lights again. But there's work being done. There is actually work being done. They're pruning the trees here, which it makes a big difference to me. They're actually doing something rather than waiting at temporary lights where nothing is happening. But I'm still going to have a little moan up because that's what I do. First off, we got this guy. He's halfway down the road. How's he get there? How did he get there? But his car does look nice and shiny. He's been using this, hasn't he? The self-entitlement car wax. Yep, he's definitely a candidate for that one, I'm sure. Now, you saw where he come out of there. Now, the way the traffic lights go here, oncoming traffic goes, and then that side road where he came out of, then they go and then we go. But the problem I have with these roadworks is, see that bus there? The bus stop is in the roadworks. They haven't closed the bus stop. They've left the bus stop open, so all these vehicles now are overtaking the bus that is waiting at a bus stop inside the roadworks. How bizarre, how stupid can you be? Now that bus obviously doesn't know what colour lights he's got, because he's already gone past the lights before the bus stop. It doesn't make no sense. And now you'll see everyone coming out of the side road where the self-entitlement guy should be coming out now, not when he did. So he's obviously jumped the lights or pushed through from I don't know what he's done. Who knows with these people. But I'll run this forward. Obviously I'm going fast now, and just to show you the bus stop and where the lights are, because a lot of people say no, that you're talking a load of old rubbish. But look, the bus stop is there. You can see where the bus stop is, and you can obviously see where the traffic lights are. How stupid is that? The British workforce, you gotta love them. And on that note, it's time to say goodbye. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.